I don't want anybody else to have to go through this. It's terrifying. I was absolutely terrified that I was going to lose my husband.
On April 19th, Tammy Edwards took these photos as first responders carried her husband away in an ambulance.
It was so sudden that I wanted our kids to be able to see what the last picture I had of him in my mind, or before he left, because that might have been the last ones that we were ever to take.
9 days before that moment, Tammy tested positive for COVID-19. She went from fighting the virus on the front lines as a nurse at Tacoma General to fighting it at home in quarantine. It only took 4 days after she started showing symptoms for her husband, Brian, to contract the virus too.
He was on the edge of our bed and was like, I can't breathe. He could barely speak or move, and so I called 911, and that's when they came and they got him.
Hours after being rushed back to Tacoma General, Tammy got the call.
They put the phone to his ear, and I told him that I loved him and to be strong and just relax his body and let them do what they need to do, because otherwise he's not going to make it. And he just said, I love you, and that was it. They intubated him, and he was intubated for 10 days after that.
She says seeing her husband like that was heartbreaking. Since she couldn't be with him, the phone became a lifeline.
The nurses were letting me just put the phone by his ear, and I would talk to him and tell him how much I love him, and I would remind him how strong he is.
Even if he couldn't respond, she made sure Brian could hear her, begging him to fight for his life.
I thought he was gone. I mean, I prayed, I cried. Hi.
Hi.
I love you.
I love you too.
Are you still tired from therapy?
Finally, a breakthrough. We're told doctors experimented with an antiviral drug used to treat Ebola, called remdesivir. At the time, it wasn't an FDA-approved drug for coronavirus patients. But for Brian, it was a chance worth taking.
Right now I have no pain. I'm a little fatigued. But other than that, I'm doing okay.
I miss you.
I miss you too.
Brian has spent more than 20 days in the hospital, the longest he's ever been without Tammy.
It has been extremely tough. My wife is my best friend.
They're not sure how much longer they'll be apart.
Honey, it is so beautiful outside. I wish you were here so we could sit out back and just chill together.
But one thing is certain, life after this will be different.
With my second outlook on life, everything for me is going to change. As soon as I can, I'm going to be donating my plasma to help others.
Tammy and Brian say they hope their nightmare encounter with COVID-19 will wake doubters from their stupor of disbelief.
We're real people. This really happened.
And the sheer existence of this deadly virus.
I don't know how people can say, I'm sorry, this ain't real. Because this is 100% real.
You'll be home soon enough. I miss you.
I miss you too.
And I love you.
I love you.
Aliana Gomez, Q13 News.